Hello students, this is Dr. Mercado once again. We are back with course orientation part 3, which is going to cover SIMnet. This is a McGraw-Hill product, so if you are taking my course, Accounting 1413, Computerized Accounting Applications, this is the last orientation video that you need to watch. Now in this video, I am going to demonstrate and show you how to access your assignments, how SIMnet looks like, the files that you're going to be working with, just a variety of information, and I'm also going to provide you with information about where to locate resources so you can go in there and obtain all of the necessary information to get started. It's impossible for me to cover every single thing because if not, this video will be 3 to 4 hours long, and I don't think you're going to watch it or listen to me for 3-4 hours. So I'd rather just show you, and then you all can read and go over the material, and if you have any questions, you can always contact me and I will be more than happy to assist you. Or if you are having issues creating your account, SIMnet also has a support team that can assist you with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's jump into the course so we can get started. Okay, so you're going to enter to my course. This is Accounting 1413, Computerized Accounting Applications. Okay, we've already covered the Blackboard layout. What I'm going to cover now is SIMnet information. Okay, now before I begin, unfortunately, I cannot show you the setup process for setting up your account because I have instructor access. So I already have an account created and I cannot have an instructor and a student account at the same time. So I am not able to show you in my screen how to do it. But I am going to show you where to go to find the information that will tell you how to set it up. Okay, now before you begin anything, the first thing that you need to do is you need to go to your settings, okay, and to your site settings, and make sure that the pop-ups are allowed. Okay, if they are not allowed, the system will not be able to redirect you to SIMnet, and you're not going to be able to access your assignments. Okay, so that's the number one question students say, Miss, I click on the link and it does nothing. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is enable your pop-ups. Okay, allow the pop-ups. Okay, so depending on the computer that you are using, I don't know, my computer is just going to your settings and then looking for the pop-ups section and then clicking allow. Okay, so once you do that, then you are ready to begin. Now if you go to the content area that says SIMnet, please review, you're going to open that up. You're going to have SIMnet imported information. You have a folder with a lot of information. Now, like I said, I do not have access to showing you how to set this up because I am not a student. But if you do the SIMnet first day of class registration, okay, I have included a video there that shows you how to complete the registration process with a Blackboard integration, which is what I have. For my class, you don't need any access codes, anything at all. You just have to click the link, follow the steps, and it will take you there. So this is a video. You can just watch it. I'm going to play it for a little bit. Okay. So it starts off with an introduction, but then towards the end, it takes you step by step on how to do it. So I'm going to let you all, well, how long is the video? It's only 2 minutes. So let's watch the video in its entirety. That way you can have an understanding of what is it that you need to do. Okay, so let's watch it.
Hey everyone, my name is Ari and I'm a student ambassador with McGraw-Hill. I'm here to tell you a little more about SIMnet, which may be required for this course and part of your grade. I'll show you how to get registered, but first, let's take a closer look at SIMnet and what you'll get when you register. SIMnet offers you hands-on practice with the tools that you'll need in your career. You will get practical training and programs from Microsoft Office to Office 365, and you get to practice with real-world applications that are used in businesses around the world. Time to get registered. I'll walk you through the process. It's super quick and easy. By the way, it's great that you're registering now. Students who have access to their course materials on the first day of class actually perform better than those who don't. So, let's get started. Log into your Blackboard account and navigate to your course. If you are not sure if you have a Blackboard account, check with your instructor. In your course, navigate to a SIMnet assignment link. If you're not sure where to find the link, just ask your instructor. Now that I've located a SIMnet assignment, I'm going to click on a SIMnet assignment link to start the registration process. If you have an existing SIMnet login, select Yes, Sign In Now, and go ahead and enter your username and password and click Sign In. If you are new to SIMnet, select No, Create a New Account. Then, click Create New Account to have your account automatically created for you. You can get exactly what you need purchasing SIMnet directly from McGraw-Hill. You have 3 purchasing options. To pay for access right now, click the Buy Online link. You can pay by either a credit or debit card or a PayPal account. You will need to know the SIMnet online product you want to purchase. If you are not sure which SIMnet product to purchase, check with your instructor or check your class syllabus. If you have already purchased a registration code, you can input your code in the Add a Registration Code section. Input your code into the code form field. McGraw-Hill also offers a courtesy access. Click the Get Courtesy Access button for a temporary 2-week access. Once you have completed your purchase, you will be taken to your SIMnet course. Thanks for registering. Should you need any additional help now or in the future, McGraw-Hill has an awesome customer service team available weekdays and on the weekend at the times listed on your screen. Thanks for listening today and good luck this term.
Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of very detailed information. So it will direct you as to how to create your account. Remember, if you do not have money, you can get the courtesy access for 2 weeks until you get your financial aid ticket again. The process is very easy to set up your account. Basically, you're just going to go to your module week 1 folder, and you're gonna locate any of the links that are from McGraw-Hill, and they're highlighted in red. It has a little red logo there. Anytime you see that McGraw-Hill logo, it means that's a link to a McGraw-Hill or a SIMnet assignment. Okay, so to start the process, you just click on that link and then you follow the prompts provided. Okay, now in the SIMnet important information, you have a lot of information that you're going to go over. I am not going to go over in detail this with you. It's just information available so you can go in on your own time and read it. It shows you how to complete a SimBook assignment, how to complete a SIMnet project, how to complete a quiz, the desktop versus the online apps. You can earn badges. It talks about the badges here. And then last but not least, McGraw-Hill support. So they provided you with the support phone number and contact information. You also have a link to support here. And it also has the chat information, the phone number. If you want to submit a request, everything is provided to you. Okay, so I try to include as much information as I could that would be beneficial to you. The registration, along with additional other information pertaining to specific tasks that you have to complete. Okay, so all of that is available for you. Now I'm going to show you how these assignments look. Okay, and I'm going to start off with chapter 1 because that's the complete chapter. The week 1 you have an introductory chapter, which is not so much project based. The projects begin on week number 2 where we cover chapter 1. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to week 2 just to illustrate how these assignments look like. Okay, let's begin with the chapter readings. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to just click on the link. This is assuming that you have created your account, everything set up from day 1. Then all you would have to do is just click on the link and it'll take you there. Obviously, it's going to look a little bit different for me because I am an instructor, so I have a little bit extra to go to get to the assignment. But for you, it will automatically take you to the assignment. I'm going to go ahead and pretend I am a student so I can see it. Okay. So I'm just changing modes here from instructor view to student view just to show you what you would see on your end. Okay. So once you open it up, it's going to give you the textbook that we're using, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open my SimBook. Now, the reading assignment is for a grade. Okay, in most classes, my reading is not for a grade, but in this particular class, it is because you have to complete tasks as you read. So the SimBook assignment is worth 15% of your grade, so be very careful as you are completing it. Okay, so For the SIMbook chapter exercises, students are required to complete the reading for each chapter electronically. Now, the electronic chapter of the book includes links to show me, guide me, and let me try it interactive simulated exercises. So you're going to read and apply what you've learned to those exercises, and you're going to get to practice. Students must complete all interactive exercises within the text to earn the assignment grade. And these exercises directly correlate with the skills addressed in each portion of the chapter readings, okay? So let's say, for example, you're going to read all of this information. You're going to go to the second page, okay? You're going to continue reading all of the information. You're going to read. As you can see, it gives you step-by-step instructions. It gives you screenshots. It gives you the works. So that is why I don't provide any supplemental lectures, because the ebook does a fabulous job in illustrating what is it that you need to do. Okay, so you will continue reading until you reach a section that looks like this. Okay, in this section you will have 3 activities that you will need to do. In the first activity, the system is going to show you how to do something. Okay, in the second section, the system is going to guide you with instructions on how to do it. In the third activity, you're going to do it by yourself. Did you learn how to do it? Okay. You have to complete all 3 to be able to earn the assignment points. Once you're done with this section, you will continue reading. So this section will cover everything from the top. Okay. You're going to continue reading. Okay. Reviewing the information. You see, it has wonderful information, examples, arrows, and then you're going to reach another section. In this section, we're going to learn how to enter data in a workbook, okay? And then you have the 3 activities that you need to complete: the show me, the guide me, and the let me try it, okay? So you have to be reading and completing these tasks as you are doing them. Okay, so that's all you have to do. You read and you complete the sections. Okay, it's interactive reading. You have to read and apply what you've learning. Now, don't just read and you follow the instructions and not comprehend what you're doing. You need to learn and comprehend why you're doing certain things, the activities that you're doing, and why. Okay, because then you're going to be working on your projects by yourself, and you can always refer to the ebook, but it's easier if you are, as you're working through these items, you are really understanding how to align and indent, how to enter information in the workbook. That way it just becomes easier. Take notes as you're doing these tasks. Okay, I don't have all of this memorized, but I take my notes. Oh, I remember that if I need to do this, these are the steps that I need to do. Okay, whatever works for you. Okay, but this is the reading material. You read, you complete the activities, and then at the end you're done, and it's going to be submitted for a grade. Okay, you do not have to do the pause and practice. I've had this question before. That is not a requirement for the course. For this particular assignment, all you have to do is read and complete all of the show me, guide me, and let me try it activities. Okay, now if you open it up, I'm not going to do this for you, but it does tell you at the top. You see, there's 23 skills that you are going to learn in chapter 1. We are on skill number 7, okay? So, what I have a lot of students do is open up one of the videos and then they just go through all of the activities, okay? Which is good, okay? But it's not okay because you're not reading. Okay, you're missing the component of reading. I would much rather you read and then complete the task, read, complete the task. Don't just do the skilled activities. These are the gradable items, but you do need to read them. Okay, so for example, once we get to an activity, the video is played.
To use the sum function, first click the cell where you want to display the total. Click the Auto Sum button. Home tab, Editing Group. Press.
You see, so in this particular section, we are in the show me section. The system will show you how to do something, okay? In the second section, it will guide you, and in the third section, it will let you try it on your own, okay? So you have 23 activities to complete for chapter 1, okay? Once you complete them, the assignment is graded, and that's it, okay? So this is how the reading component is handled. This is 15% of your grade. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and exit it now. So now I am going to show you the quizzes, okay? Now, for the quizzes, students are going to have a series of questions dealing with chapter 1. Okay, let me go into the student view. So these can be short questions or simulations of a specific task that need to be completed. You open the assignment up. Okay, it tells you have 10 questions, 2 attempts, 30 minutes for each attempt, and you have not started it. When you are ready, you have to take the exam. Now, this is a time test. So when you start it, you only have 30 minutes to finish it. Okay, you cannot save your work, any of that good stuff. Okay, so you have to complete it in one sitting. Okay, so to take the exam, just click the button and it's going to open the test for you. Okay, so these are the requirements. 30 minutes, you agree, you start with the test, and then you have the questions. Okay, you answer the questions and you end the exam. Okay, very easy. There will always be 10 questions. I've set it up for 10 questions. So this is just to see if you understood what you read, if you understood how you applied the different tasks that you had to complete in the chapter. Okay, so these are the quizzes, short, sweet, 30 minutes. Okay, so let me close that. Now, the chunk of this course is based off projects. Okay, you don't learn accounting by listening to me talk. You learn it by doing it and figuring it out. Now, I don't want you getting discouraged. If you do an assignment and it didn't go very well, you do have a second attempt. The key to these assignments is making sure that you follow step by step. If you don't, the system will deduct points. Okay, so it's very important that you follow along. Now, you have 3 sets of projects that you will have to complete. The guided project is easy, independent is medium, advanced is hard. Okay, the guided projects are worth 10%, the independent projects are worth 15%, and the advanced projects are worth 20%. The more difficult, the more weight they have to them. Okay, so you will have one of each every week so you can practice. The more you practice, the better you get at it. Okay, now the projects in itself are very similar. There is a video that I've included under the SIMnet that you can review that says under important information. It says completing a SIMnet project. Please make sure that you watch that. If you want to know how to do a quiz, we've got that there. So make sure that you review all of this information carefully. Okay, so let's look over at our guided project. And I'm just going to do this very quickly just so you can see how it looks. Now you will need a spot. Let me transition to SIMnet. Students, you will need something to save your work on. Most of the students nowadays save to the cloud. They save to different places. Okay, I'm old school. I still carry with me flash drives. I don't care where you save your information as long as you save it. And make sure you know where you're saving it, because I've had students in the past telling me, Miss, I don't remember where I put the file. Well, I can't help you. Okay, so make sure that you have a central location where you're putting all of your files and organize your files by chapter. Okay, that is my recommendation. Okay, so this is a guided project. You have to identify, first of all, are you using a Windows computer or a Mac computer? The instructions vary. I have never owned a Mac device. I don't like them. And I have found out that students that use Mac have more difficulties than students that use Windows. Okay, if you are using a Mac device, do not even reach out to me because I don't have one, so I don't know where the buttons are at. Okay, I have a Windows computer and then I can help you there. Okay, but for those Mac users, it's a little bit more challenging for me because, like I said, I don't have a Mac and I'm not familiar with Mac devices. Okay, so first of all, you select the device that you're going to be using, whether it be Windows or Mac. And then you have the assignment instructions, the skills that are going to be covered, and then the steps. Okay, I am old school. I like to print this out and mark off as I am working. Unless you have 2 monitors, which I do in my home, then I have my instructions in one monitor and then I'm doing my file in the other. But if I don't have 2 monitors, then I like to print out my instructions so as I'm working them, I don't forget anything. I'm marking them off as I am completing them. Okay, so you have all of the instructions. You have tables that show you, either what to do or how the data should look at that point in time. So you see all of these are the instructions. And then this is what your file should look like, and you submit it for grading. Okay, so you have download files. You are required to use the start file. You're going to download it, save it, and then work from there. And then once you are done with the file, you upload your file here for grading, and then you submit the file for grading. So you download the file, you save it, you do whatever, you follow all of the instructions here. Once you do all of the instructions, you save it, you upload the file, and then you grade my file. Okay. Once the assignment has been submitted for a grade, you will get feedback as to why you got a grade. If you submit someone else's file, the system will catch that and it will flag it as, it's being compromised. I don't tolerate that. I do catch that you are submitting someone else's work, you will be reported. Okay. This course is so you learn how to use Excel. Okay. You're not cheating me, you're cheating yourself. Okay. This is a valuable tool. When you go out there to the workforce, learning how to use Excel is critical. It's going to make your job a lot easier. So please, if you're in the class, put the effort to learning the different skills that we're going to be learning in the class. Okay. So for all of the projects, regardless if they're guided, if they're independent, or they're advanced, it's going to be the same thing. You are going to be provided. It says your files needed. Okay. And it's available from the start link. And the We Ever is available from the resources link. So you have two files that you're going to be using. And then this is how you're going to name your completed file. Okay, so you just need to follow the instructions. And then it says here, open the workbook. You're going to open that specific workbook provided there. And then just follow. You're going to enable the editing and all of that good stuff. Okay, so you're going to do all of these tasks. Okay, so you open the files, save them, work on the steps, complete all of the steps, upload, and then grade. Very basic. Okay, you get to view the instructions. If you completed a prior attempt, it'll be available here, and then there's some best practices for projects that you can watch over. So it just gives you information just to make your life easier as you're working for these projects, okay, or on these projects. Okay, so there are some assignments for those Mac users. Going back to my Mac users, okay, there are some assignments towards the end of the semester where you will be needing to use a Windows computer. The assignments are not compatible with Mac based on the different skills that we're learning. So Mac does not have all of the features that we can find in a Windows computer. Okay, so for those assignments, you need to look at your syllabus and plan ahead of time to see if you have to go to a STC library, a computer lab, or a public library, or ask a friend for a computer, whatever the case might be needed, because those weeks you will be needing a Windows computer. Okay, so you have the instructions, the previous attempts, and the best practices. All you have to do is download the files, follow the steps that you have learned as you have read the chapter, and submit your assignment for grading. Okay, now regardless of the project, I'm just going to show you one more for reference. I'm going to show you the advanced project. They are very similar. The only thing that changes is the complexity of the assignment. As you complete these assignments, as you go from the guided to the independent to the advanced, it just gets a little bit more difficult. Okay, but the actual process is the same. The first thing that you should be doing is completing the SimBook assignment, which is the reading component. That way you can be able to apply the skills. Now, sometimes you feel that you didn't learn enough about a specific skill. You are more than welcome to YouTube it. There's just a wealth of information out there that will help you supplement specific areas that you are lagging or not understanding clearly. Okay? I am okay with you using other resources, going online and supplementing. Maybe if you're doing a macro and you're really not understanding based on what is provided, you can go into YouTube and conduct a search and find additional videos that will help you supplement your learning. Okay, you are all free to do that. Okay, so this is an advanced project. Once again, the files are provided to you here. You download the files. It says here you're going to need a Boyd Logistics file available in the start link, and that's how you're going to name it. And then these are the skills that we're going to cover in this assignment. And then it starts with the assignment. You have to, do some mathematical calculations, insert some formulas, stuff like that. Okay. So you follow the instructions, and then at the end it should look something like this. You save and you close the workbook, and then you upload it for grading. Okay. So you download the original file, you work on the steps, you save your work, you upload the file, and then you submit for grading. Okay. So all of this is dynamic here. It's outlined. Like I said, I would recommend you print out the information. That way you don't have any issues. So for the guided projects, you are provided step-by-step instructions to be able to apply the Excel features, skills, or concepts from the chapters. Okay. Screenshot guide students through the more challenging tasks. Okay. The independent projects provide students further opportunities to practice and apply the skills, instructing students what to do, but not how to do it. So you have to figure out how to do it. These projects allow students to apply previously learned content in a different context. And last but not least, we've got our advanced projects. And these projects, students are going to have an opportunity to apply their knowledge and skills in an advanced context with limited instructional assistance. So here, you're just given an assignment and you have to complete the task based on the knowledge that you have gained in the week. Okay, none of these assignments are timed. You get to work on them on your own pace. When you are ready and done, then you upload the file for grading. Okay, so this is how they look. I've already gone over 2 of the projects. I've gone over the reading assignment. I've gone over the quizzes. I'm not going to bore you with all of this information. The links are provided to the assignments every week. The links are there, so you don't have to go anywhere but the content folder that we're working on. Okay, and then you will locate all of the links. On the module overview, you will see what will be covered that particular week and the specific assignments that need to be completed. So you've got the overview of the chapter, what we're going to learn, an overview of each of the projects, your PowerPoints, and then the assignments for the week and the due dates. Okay, so make sure that you do read all of the information provided in each of the weekly modules. Now, for this class, I encourage that you complete all of your assignments on time. If for whatever reason you were not able to complete them on time, you do have the opportunity to complete them late, but with a 20% penalty, late penalty. Okay, 20% is a lot. If you can get it done on time, please get it done on time. Okay, very important. Now, you are going to need access to Microsoft Office 365, the desktop version, the downloadable version. You cannot use the cloud version. The cloud version does not have all of the buttons or the features that are needed to complete these tasks. So you do need the desktop version of Microsoft Office 365. Okay? Because sometimes students message me, Miss, I don't have this button. Well, they're using the online version. The button is not there. Okay, so please make sure that you follow instructions, read the syllabus in full. A lot of information is provided. You need internet access to be able to access SIMnet. Everything that is required is listed under the textbook requirements. I also included the SIMnet requirements along as well, so you know what your computer needs to have to be able to run SIMnet. Okay, and I'm not going to go through that. But let me go ahead and show you where you can locate it in your syllabus. Okay. If you do have any questions or you're struggling, from past experiences, it is very difficult for me to know what you are doing if you just send me a screenshot. Okay, because I don't know what you did before. Okay, I didn't know the steps that you followed to get there to that screenshot. Okay, so I would recommend that if you have a question, okay, about a specific task that you're completing, instead of sending me a screenshot, you send me a video. Okay, send me a video through Pronto or wherever you want, through email or whatever, showing me, okay, this is where I start, this is where I finish, and I'm not getting what the assignment is telling me I should be getting. That way I see what you pressed, what you didn't select, what did you do? Okay, because it's very difficult for me to provide guidance if I'm not seeing what you're doing. Okay, so just, anytime you have a question, be detailed on the question. Tell me what project you're working on. Tell me what step of the project you are working on. And tell me or show me what you're doing using a video. That way I can review your video, see what you're doing, and provide guidance. Okay? So on the syllabus, under the course requirements, this is, no, I'm sorry, not the course requirements. Under textbooks and resources, you've got the textbook information. And then down here you have the SIMnet requirements. This is what the computer that you have needs to have in order to be able to run accordingly. Okay. So make sure that you do review all of the syllabus in detail. Towards the end of the syllabus, I have important information about what is SIMnet. It's basically an online learning management platform where we are going to be completing our assignments. It gives you information about SIMnet. It gives you information on how to register, how to purchase, best practices, all of that good stuff. So make sure that you do read. All of the information is provided. Okay. Now we do have a lot of projects to work on. Okay. Each week, because like I said, the only way for us to learn how to use Excel is by doing the specific tasks. Okay. So every week, with the exception of week 1 and the last week of the semester, those are the short weeks, you will have the reading assignment, the quiz, a guided, independent, and advanced project. Okay, so pace yourself. That way you can ensure that you meet the established deadlines. Okay, on average, my students that are committed, that follow instructions, tell me that the weekly assignments take on average about 4 to 6 hours to complete, depending on how comfortable they are with the material. Okay, so you need to schedule. On Monday, I'm going to read. On Tuesday, I'm going to take the quiz, and then I'm going to begin working on my projects the rest of the week. Okay, you figure it out what works best based off of your schedule. Okay, so that is it. Remember, to access your SIMnet, all you have to do is go to your module, week 1 module, and then just select a link from SIMnet, and it will take you to the registration process that you need to complete. No code is needed. If you need any supplemental information about SIMnet, I do have a SIMnet folder. Open it up and you will find all of the necessary resources that you need, along with support, so you can be able to complete the registration process. I give you the registration integration in a Word document kind of a thing, so you can see how is it that you need to create your account or establish your account with SIMnet. Okay, so make sure that you navigate all of those resources, use the resources provided to get you started, and if you have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to reach out. As you are completing those assignments in SIMnet, the assignments will automatically flow into your Blackboard gradebook, so you should be seeing the grades populating in Blackboard as well. Okay. As you are working on your assignments, questions, or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Please make sure that you read the chapter, you complete all of the interactive activities within the chapter. If you need any additional resources on specific skills, please make sure or feel free to use additional resources such as YouTube to get a better understanding of what is it that you need to do. Okay? I wish you a great rest of your semester, and until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.